Hi, my name is Karen. Welcome to episode 8 of The Juicy Life. We're talking about the organic dilemma, whether to purchase conventional produce versus organic produce. So I am someone who believes in buying as much as possible organic. One, because of the decrease in ingesting pesticides and removing as much of that from your diet. Two, of course, for the environment, the less that pesticides are sprayed, the less that it's in the air contaminating what we breathe. And three, for the taste. I remember cutting into an organic purple or red onion, and just the flavor, the aroma from just cutting into it was so much different than the conventional ones we tried before, and the taste was just so much more vibrant that in a minute I was converted. I already believed it, but you know, the expense sometimes, but I was convinced. So as I mentioned, yes, it is definitely more expensive, and if you're not someone who lives by a co-op or is part of a co-op or lives by a farmer's market to have easy access to that, or even the roadside stands, I have some tips and tricks that we use in the Eating Right household to ensure that we're getting the best possible produce while also managing our bottom line. So my first tip is to pick a list of fruits and vegetables that you are going to draw your line down and say we will not buy them unless they are organic. And we're on a budget here too, and that's what we do. We have a list, and it's taken off of the Dirty Dozen list, and I'll just go through them now. They're apples, celery, cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchini, grapes, berries, things like blueberries, blackberries, leafy green vegetables like spinach, collard, kale, nectarines, peaches, jalapenos. Those are all items that have thin skin and are not traditionally peeled and are difficult to scrub. For example, like your berries, they will obliterate if you try scrubbing them. So for those reasons, those are the items that we only purchase organic. If they are too expensive, then they're just not coming home with us that day, and we'll wait for them to be in season. Number 2, there's a list of produce that we will buy conventionally because they do have a thicker skin and you're able to peel them or to scrub them a little easier. That list is onions, avocados, pineapple, mango, cabbage, watermelon, sweet potatoes, those things that are, again, traditionally peeled. And when those items are in season, we do buy them because they just taste so much better, even though you can peel them, and so your intake of pesticides is less. They do taste so much better. So as much as possible when they're in season, we do buy them organic. And then I've mentioned this last tip a few times, is to buy seasonally. That helps a great deal. When it's summertime, that's the best time to enjoy berries as much as you can, to get them in while they are still at a reasonable price. During the winter, if I am craving them and they're not too expensive, I'll buy them fresh, but I also consider frozen as well. And then for the last tip is washing produce, and actually that's not related to expense, but just, well, a little bit, but washing produce in terms of what do I do, and truthfully I just run underwater. If it is organic produce, it's just running underwater, taking off any visible dirt. If it's non-organic, I also just scrub with water, but I'm peeling off the skin as well to, again, reduce the amount of pesticides we're taking in our diet. There are several videos here on YouTube or recipes that you can search for on the internet that talk about ways that you can make all natural veggie washes if you're wanting to take it to the next step. So in order to save your wallet, again, you definitely don't have to buy one. It's as easy as mixing vinegar and water, for example. So those are my tips and tricks and my recommendations for including a healthy amount of organic produce in your diet without affecting your bottom line. I will see you tomorrow, where we start talking about what to expect in terms of detox, GI systems, weight loss when you are juice fasting. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye.